If you have knee pain, I've got two exercises in another part of the body that I found work tremendously well to improve the knee pain, typically 50% or more. And I want to show it to you. I'm Tom Dalonzo-Baker. I'm a physical therapist from North Carolina. Now, before we start, I want to let you know that there is a free training down below to help you understand fully this entire concept. Go ahead and take advantage of it. And so most of us all believe the body's connected, right? But I say to you, there's kind of a flaw in our system. If that's the case and I have knee pain, why are we only treating this region of the body, which equates to about 12.5% of the body? So why are we only treating this, typically into restriction, when we've got other parts? We got the other leg, the other shoulder, this shoulder here, the trunk, and we're not using it. Well, I'm going to show you how to use it to help you get better and why. And then we're actually going to do the exercises you need to do to fix it. So stick around. All right, so this knee, if there's something going on in the trunk and is restricted, because the whole body's connected, do you think a restriction here might affect the knee? If you don't, you will after you treat yourself. But the answer is yes. Now, I stumbled upon this because I had a patient with back pain come in, and they also had knee pain. They happen to have right knee pain. And what I had to did is I treated, first of all, I got them up and I found motions that the knee didn't like. I found motions that the upper back didn't like. And we chose to treat the upper back first. And lo and behold, after treating the lower back, or the upper back, the knee got better without even treating it. And I said, interesting. I wonder if I can just do the trunk on people who come with knee pain and get them better. So that on about the next 20 knee patients, that's all I did. And it worked awesome. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I began to kind of research it or see maybe a reason why this was happening. And what I found out was, it's not, yes, people say, hey, my knee is the problem, but it's not the cause. And what do I mean by that? Well, oftentimes an area or a joint or an area that is injured or painful is because it's doing its job and the other attempting to do the job of other parts of your body that are restricted. So if you have restrictions in the trunk and it's not doing its job, well, now other parts of the body have to do the job. And maybe this is the one that's having to do most of it. And that's where your problems come in. So what we do is we go to other parts of the body. In this video, we're going to do it in the trunk. And we're going to find restrictions there and fix them and see what they do to the knee. All right? Fair? Okay, so before we start, what you have to do is you have to find motions that bug that knee. So for example, maybe just bending it backwards. It hurts. I like to compare them both sides, right? So you have some gold standard to compare to. But, All right, maybe kicking it up like this bugs you. All right, maybe a weight-bearing activity like going from one-legged sit to stand. Maybe you have to hold on a little bit. But compare that one to that one and this one. And you go, oh yeah, that one's easy, this one's hard. Maybe it's going up a step. Maybe it's going down a step. We're trying to find the thing that increases your pain. Some of you might say, well, my pain just hurts sitting there. Well, that's because it's gotten so bad it hurts just in place, just sitting and resting. But there's definitely motions that make it worse. Find one. Let's just say sit to stand this is how I score them, and I tell my patients to, is we use a scale 1 to 100. A low amount of issue, and it just means how much pain is it, how much restriction is it, how hard is it to do. It can be a low, 10, 20, 30, a medium, 40, 50, 60, or a high, 70, 80, 90, or 100. Just pick a number. Obviously, the higher the number, the worse it is. So let's just say when I did the knee bend, it's a 70. Sorry, it's a 40. But when I did the sit to stand on that leg, it's a 70. We have starting points right now. And now we're going to use those to see, well, we're going to actually treat two motions in the trunk to see if it fixes this and whether those scores go down to 5 or less. All right? So here's what we do. These two exercises I found a great beginning point to improve knee pain 50% or more on one session. First one, all you got to do is go and twist to the right. Feel what that feels like. Put your hands on your belly button or your chest. But don't move them like this. You're going to twist and you're going to twist. And you're going to say, that one's looser or loose and that feels normalish and this one's a little tighter. I can even score this. I can say, yeah, that's like a 30. Cool. Now I have something that's restricted, something that feels good. The body does not like to go where it doesn't feel good. The body likes to go where it feels good. With our concept here, called total motion release, we go into what feels good to help fix what doesn't feel good. All right. And by doing so, it frees up this area more, which hopefully will free up your knee more. Cool? So, all you got to do is go to the yummy direction of motion. If they both hurt, you're not going to be doing this exercise, a twist. But you're going to do 2 sets of 20. In the video, I'm going to do a set of 10, okay? But I want you to do 20. If you're deconditioned, do 15. All right? Just really push into end range. Let your head be where it wants to. Don't push and force into it with your head. Just do your trunk. All right? Let's say I've now done 20. I need you to rest 15 to 30 seconds. Some of you might be longer because you're deconditioned. When you're ready to do another set, do another set of 20 on the yummy side, the good direction of motion. Cool. Do another set of 20. Be done. Now recheck. If the twist was bad over here, recheck and go, oh, that's a lot freer. I called it a 30. Man, it feels almost like the other one. So we'll call it a 0. Sometimes it'll just go to a 10 or a 15. Sometimes it'll stay. It's okay. But now what I want you to do is let's go and say, hey, this was the 40. Whoa, oh my gosh, that feels a lot better. It's a 20. All right, now recheck your sit to stand. One-legged sit stand, maybe I'm touching a little bit and I go, whoa, that went from a 70 down to a 40. Whatever happened, happened. Maybe it stayed the same, maybe it got better. Some may get worse. It's not typically the case, but it can. So what you're going to do is you're going to do another 2 sets of 20 reps to the yummy direction of the twist. And then you're going to recheck everything again. And maybe the 40 sit to stand goes to a 20. The twist now feels great. This goes from a 20 to a 5. Awesome. Keep doing it until all your knee motions are 5 or less, or they plateau. So for example, normally it takes people 2 sets, 2 sets, 2 sets of the twist. So that's 6 total sets. And then they'll usually plateau. Sometimes they're still improving, they have to do another 2 sets. As long as it's improving, keep doing it. That's it. And if you get better, awesome. You got better in one trunk exercise. And I'll tell you what to do for homework in a minute, but if you still got some things lingering, maybe some things are still at a 20, this is the trunk motion you're going to do. You're going to do a side crunch. You're going to crunch the ribs to the right, to the left, and let's say you say this one's tighter and this one feels good. I want it to feel normalish. Awesome. Maybe you say this one's, it's not bad. It's like a 15. Maybe it's worse. Maybe it's all the way up there to 50 or higher. But you'll see this one's free, this one's tight. So again, another restriction. We're trying to free up to see if it fixes that. Just like when we did the trunk twist and this freed up, it means that something in the body's now released. Maybe that'll help our knee. This time, we're doing side crunch, not side bend, all right, because the fulcrum's down here, but a side crunch. Crunch over your thumbs if you want to get an idea of what it feels like in your ribs. So once I do that, I'm going to say that's my easy side, and I'm going to just do little sets of 20, pushing into end range. Again, I'm not side leaning. I'm all crunching in the ribs, and I'm going to do that for 2 sets of 20. Do it for 1 set of 20 and rest, and do another set. When you get done, recheck this side and go, whoa, that's great. If you called it a 15, maybe it's a 0. Check to see how that's doing. It's still a 0. Do your sit to stand. What maybe been a 20, maybe it went to a 0. And then you'll come up here and do this. And you go, wow, that's great. Maybe you don't work so quickly. I'm not saying you're going to. Maybe you go from that 70 to a 50 to a 40 to a 30, you plateau, you do this, and now you're going from a 30 down to a 5. Do as many of the twists until you get all better or you get plateaued. Then, if you get plateaued, do the crunch until you do 2 sets, probably 2 sets more, or you're all better. That's as easy as it is to see if the trunk is what's affecting the knee. Now again, down below is a free training for you to take advantage of finding this process out that actually gets it so that you'll learn how to use the other leg in the shoulders to help improve that, because we need to find restrictions throughout the body. Cool? All right, I hope this helped. Write some comments down below if you need help, or if you did really good, let us know that too. I'd love to know that some of you came in with a 90 knee pain. Maybe you had it for 3 or 4 months. You do these exercises, boom, they're better. I've had people that have had things for 30 years and done the trunk twist and got better. And they look at me and they go, Tom, are you kidding me? For 30 years, all I had to do was go to the good motions in another part of the body and it might fix it? Yeah. Because what we're trying to expose and show people is that we have mistakenly ignored other parts of the body to fix an injured region. We have stayed in this region and we've pretty much gone to motions that don't work well and tried to fix them by going into what doesn't work well. And that really only uses 12.5% of the body. If you had stayed on this side and used what worked well, motions that worked well, it might have helped you. Okay, but the other 87.5% of the body is not even being looked at to help fix that. But now it is. Cool? All right, we'll see you on the next video.